The video hasn't even started yet, and you're already. Welcome to Dream Dive. As the name suggests, this is another dreamy, liminal experience, with the majority of its gameplay being a walking simulator like other entries in the genre. However, what makes Dream Dive unique is that there are stakes to your exploration. A level of risk and reward uncommon to experiences like these. Let me explain. In Dream Dive, your primary goal is to collect dreams across the worlds you encounter. When you begin your dive, your inventory is reset. The only items you'll have at this point are progression based on locks or items from game passes. As you explore, you'll collect items along the way, including keys, the main currency here, and dreams. The dreams you find are only registered to your dream collection when you wake up with them using the wake up tool and ascending. That being said, there are many ways to die when diving. When you wake up through a death, none of the dreams you found during that dive will register. Instead, you'll see an entry based on the way you died, if one exists for it. That means you'll have to go back and grab the dreams you lost to try to wake up naturally with them again. It's easier said than done for some dreams, so this is your fair warning. The good news is that the wake up tool is available on your hotbar for easy access. The bad news is that you can't use it if you are in a world that is in the deep sleep category, and even then, ascending using the tool doesn't mean you'll automatically return to the overworld. Be prepared for some backtracking as part of the experience. Many areas have many intertwined paths that make this easy. Also, if you happen to quit the game before you can make it out, any dreams in your inventory can be picked up again in the world that you were in last. There's also the bus. If you can find a bus station, you can stick around and catch a ride on the interdimensional demon bus. The bus is your friend, as long as you don't stand where it spawns. It travels between several locations. Thankfully, one is the forest, one of the first zones you go to during a dive, making it really easy to return to the overworld so long as you can catch a ride. There are other ways to get around, but I'll leave that up to you to discover. I'll go over one other way in a bit as a bonus though. Every 30 dreams you collect unlocks a challenge through that arch. Entering one and completing it introduces you to a new permanent tool you have access to every time you dive. All of these tools are useful. Play around with them to find more dreams. There are many that require the last one. That should cover most things beyond the tutorial without getting too spoilery. Before I let you go, let's talk about Rock Bottom. This world of endless darkness, named after a SpongeBob reference, is anything but inviting. You'll eventually find yourself here, and you'll generally wish you didn't. There are 3 ways out of this place. One is a phone booth. Yes, there are cars down here too. 2 is a spiral staircase that you can ascend at the top of, allowing you easy access to a few bus stops. 3 is interesting. I haven't talked about the crafting mechanic yet because it's not really relevant to the early game here. However, this is a perfect opportunity to take advantage of it. If you have a shovel, dig in the darkness for, darkness. After enough time, darkness in your inventory becomes unstable thread. You'll need that. If you don't have a shovel, don't panic. Just grab a fortune cookie from a mini-mart. Next, grab 20 geode shards. Don't hold your shards in your hand until you have 20, or 4 will be converted into a complete geode. 20 gets you a dream diamond. 20 of these seems like a lot, but there are a ton of these shards in the gray towers scattered across the landscape here. Once you have the dream diamond, open your crafting menu and select the diamond, and either the unstable thread or fortune cookie depending on what you had. Crafting it together gets you an unstable diamond, which will teleport you to a random world. Use it to get the heck out of here. That should do it for now. Good luck, go forth, and explore. If you made it this far, why not help me out with a little like, subscribe, comment, the usual fun stuff. I'm not entirely sure what my next adventure will focus on, but definitely let me know if you guys have suggestions. I'm always looking for experiences that lend themselves to exploration. Thanks again, and see you next time.